Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get a custom crosshair in Fortnite. You won't get kicked from any games. Not like this way has not been found yet, unlike things you might have used before like Play Claw or custom logo creator, whatever it's called. Um, this way is, at least for right now, it's good. It's working as of 2020. It's working fine. As of 5/18/2020, working perfectly fine. I've not gotten kicked out of any games. There is an issue, but I have a workaround that works perfectly fine. It fixes everything. So first thing you're gonna have to do is go to their website. This will be in the description. Both links will be in the description. So the first link is just the website to the application. You're gonna hit download for here, and it'll scroll you down to this download. Either download it for Windows or download it for Mac. It will get you this download 0.9.5.exe. Now, usually, most of you should be fine with this. You'll take that, you'll double click, and you can skip ahead to when I actually start showing the software. But for some of you, if you double click on it and it says there's multiple errors that can happen. The main one that I got personally was failed to execute script run or something similar to that. If you have that issue, then you're going to want to go to this site, which is basically just an older version of the same application. It works pretty much the same. I think there's a couple differences, like you can't put GIFs because this program isn't made for this. It's made for showing images on your screen. But you can use it for this, so that's what I use it for. But this basically, you'll be able to do it perfectly fine, just as everyone else will. So yeah, you'll just hit download here. This one's fine. If you want a mirrored version, you can go there. You'll hit this, download free, and it might bring you to another website. But basically, you'll just hit it. Yeah, and it'll say download. I'm gonna hit cancel because I already have it right here. So then you can close out of both of those, or minimize it or whatever. So for me, obviously mine didn't work. So if I go and grab my downloads, this one. So this is as you can kind of see here, it's the 9.5.exe and this is the 8.5.exe. So if I double click on this one, it might take a second, but I should get a run error. Yeah, see, failed to execute script run, doesn't work. I hit OK, and if you saw up here, there was a little logo that went away. That's basically what you're trying to get, so you can actually run the application. So if that happens to you, just go get this one. But if that doesn't, you should be perfectly fine with using this version. So I'm just gonna delete this because I have no use for it and I can't use it. So basically, you just double click, wait a couple seconds, and then for me, my taskbar is at the top. Yours might be on the bottom, the left, or the right. Just find your taskbar, go to where you'd see your internet or the time or any of that stuff. Click this little arrow, and then down here you should see the logo, a KD with some colors. You're going to click on that, hit add local image, and here's where you're going to need your crosshair. So for me, in this folder all the way down here, I have this one, which is a small one, a very small one, and this one, which is a little larger. I usually use this one. It's just a white dot in the middle of the screen. So the easiest way to make one of these, for me, was I just pulled up a canvas on GIMP, which is a free software. I made it a 1920 by 1080 canvas, so it's the size of my screen. And then I put it generally in the center so it'll be easy to line up. And it'll generally be this, you can tell what size it'll be when you're using it. So if you right click, or if you left click on this, add local image, then go find your crosshair. I will be leaving a download link to this image. You know what to do, because I have had issues, like I've been trying to figure this out for a long time, and naming anything crosshair in the past has triggered the kicking from games. So I usually just name it some random thing, like you know what to. which, because it's the second one, that's why I put 2. But anyways, so you just click add local image, scroll down to wherever yours is. So this is the old one that I just had. Since I dragged it out of that folder, it's not going to be in there. If I put it back in, add local image, scroll down, double click, you'll see this appear. Now basically what this is just it's just the image that you can rescale and things like that. So what you're going to want to do is right click, you're going to hit, where is it? Always on top right here. So no matter what application you have open, if you have open a tab, it'll always be on top of it. I will show you how to quit this later. So when you're browsing the internet or doing whatever, it won't just be on your screen. So, and you see the gray background, you make sure your image, if you have a different image, is a PNG, or else you'll have this background or whatever background you had on your image. So what I like to do is just right click, hit toggle background opacity, and then you'll see it's just this white dot. It's kind of hard for you guys to see, but it's right there. And you'll see these corners, but only while you're selected on the image. So if I click off, there's no corners. But if I click on this little dot, you can see there's corners right here to readjust. And if you drag on the dot, you can move it around. So I have Fortnite open. This might not be the direct center of my screen right now, but if I go and I turn on my reticle, this is the easiest way to line it up. Just turn on your reticle, grab this, put it right on the center, or just about. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then you can just turn off your reticle, and then you have a custom crosshair. Just like that. You can see it's perfect, it works perfectly. Now, if you want this to go away, all you have to do is find the little dot, right click, or I think left click might work. No, okay. So just right click, and then just hit close right here, and it'll close it. You can also go up to the arrow, right click here, and hit quit. It'll ask you save preset. Basically, you can open that if you don't want to realign your image every time. I don't do it because sometimes it can screw itself up, but basically that's the whole tutorial. It's really easy, really simple. The hardest part is really making your crosshair, finding the right one. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.